On this week's Scouting Report, we talk about how the Sounders can bounce back against a Salt Lake team they just played. Hi everyone, Steve Zakuani here. Welcome to the Quest Diagnostics Scouting Report. Good health starts with knowing. The Sounders back on the road, but it's a familiar opponent. They just played Real Salt Lake. It was an unfortunate 1-0 home loss. So this weekend, it's all about avenging that loss, getting 3 points, and beginning to build some belief. Both teams may look different. Salt Lake for sure will not be with their playmaker, Rusnak, as he's now with the national team, and that's a big loss for them. So the Sounders, how can they exploit this absence in the Salt Lake midfield? One, Salt Lake's possession won't be as good. Rusnak's a fantastic passer, and at CenturyLink, he didn't dominate the game, but he was a key piece in everything Salt Lake tried to do going forward. For the Sounders, Bruin, Rodríguez are on the mend. I expect to see, tactically at least, even if the formation isn't exactly the same, what the Sounders did away in Toronto. That's absorb pressure, that's defend, allow Salt Lake to possess the ball, and when you get opportunities, hit them on the counter-attack. It's going to take magic. Salt Lake came to CenturyLink, had a moment of magic. Seattle went to Toronto, had a moment of magic from Wolf Ikram. Who is going to step up and produce that moment of magic? The team should be deeper. If Bruin and Victor are back, maybe not in the 11, but on the bench, it builds that depth. For the Sounders, tactically speaking, got to be very compact. The 4 or 5 in front of the back 4 or 5 have to move together as a unit, prevent passing lanes for Salt Lake, and then once the ball is won, like we saw for Bruin's opening goal, Christian Rodon had a fantastic pass to Wolf Ikram. He did what he did, amazing piece of skill, but then Bruin was active, on the move, had a lot of work to do, and he finished it. You need those kinds of plays on the road when you won't see much of the ball. If the Sounders can do that, put together a very strong defensive performance first, defend first, which the team has done well this year, then maybe they can begin now to find goals on the other side. Because so far, 7 goals in 10 games, not good enough. Hopefully, it lets loose this weekend in Salt Lake. And as always, don't forget, you can catch all the action live, starting with the pre-game show at 6 p.m. local time on Joe TV and kickoff at 6:30 on Joe TV and YouTube TV, or listen in on the radio on KJR 950 AM and in Spanish on El Rey 1360 AM.